can this Bitcoin indicator predict the future? Are we about to continue our bull run with a massive, wild parabolic move, sending the price of Bitcoin much, much higher? Well, it's called the Bitcoin hash ribbon, and it has just flashed the buy signal, and analysts are getting a little bit excited about it. So is it time to sell the dog, sell the kids, sell the house? Life-changing money awaits. Stick with me for the next few minutes and let us find out together what this could mean. First things first, what is the Bitcoin hash ribbon? To understand it, we need to learn what a hash rate is. A hash rate measures the computational power of proof of work networks, which in our case, we're talking about Bitcoin. Imagine a puzzle with a massive combination lock with billions of possible combinations. To open it, you need to guess the exact combination. Well, a hash rate is how many combinations a computer can try per second. In our context, the Bitcoin network has thousands and thousands and thousands of computers or miners trying to guess that puzzle. Biggest computer network in the world, by the way, most secure one too, FYI. The faster the computer, the more combinations it can try and the higher the possibility it can guess the right answer. Of course, the miner who solves the puzzle gets the sweet, sweet reward, which in this case is the Bitcoin block reward and any fees paid in that block. Now, this setup secures the network. The more miners there are, the higher the hash rate will get. The higher the hash rate, the more secure and resilient the network becomes. Interestingly, the hash rate usually goes up when the price of Bitcoin is high. It can also go up when the cost of electricity in mining Bitcoin is low when compared to Bitcoin's price. Of course, the lower the cost of electricity, the higher the profit margin is going to be for those Bitcoin miners. However, the hash rate can sometimes go down too, especially when the price of Bitcoin is retracing. We have to remember the Bitcoin miners, as much as we love them, they're not doing this out of the goodness of their hearts, guys. This is a cash money business. These miners are running big, expensive operations with electricity costs and maintenance costs and rents to pay and investors to pay off and maintenance of these costly mining rigs and need to renew the mining rigs all the time. So they sometimes stop mining when the cost of operating is too expensive. But we also have to remember that when we zoom out, the hash rate has always been going up. It will dip, but it's generally in an uptrend. Now, before we get into what this buy signal means, I want to take a quick moment to let you know about the Wealth Mastery newsletter. This is your weekly guide to the cryptocurrency markets. Our readers love it. I'm sure you will too. And here's the reason why, because every week, my team of researchers, it's like having your own team of researchers, guys. We have like 10 people, including myself, working on this. We are helping you not just to stay ahead of the curve in the market, but also, more importantly, to save your time. Okay, life's busy, wife, kids, job. I get it, right? You want to stay ahead of the curve. You want to find the latest, greatest opportunities for altcoins, meme coins, DeFi, airdrops, charts, and more. Well, you can do that. Join our 135,000 plus weekly readers for free. Down in the description, you'll find a link for that, as well as the pinned comment over on X. Thank you very much. We now understand the hash rate. Okay, so now we have to talk about the hash ribbon. The hash ribbon was created by an analyst, Charles Edwards, back in 2019. Edwards is also the founder of Caprioli Investments. The indicator focuses on the behavior of Bitcoin miners. So the hash ribbon uses two simple moving averages, or SMAs, of the hash rates, a shorter term, typically a 30-day, and a longer term, typically a 60-day simple moving average. When the short-term simple moving average crosses below the long-term simple moving average, it indicates a potential capitulation phase for the market. This means miners are likely facing economic difficulties and may be forced to shut down their mining operations. Reminder too, Bitcoin accounts for about half the entire cryptocurrency market. So what happens in Bitcoin has major implications for everything else in the market. Anyway, historically, these capitulation periods have often coincided with Bitcoin price bottoms. Therefore, when the shorter term SMA crosses back above the longer term SMA after a period below it, it's considered a potential buy signal, suggesting the worst of the market downturn might be over. Think of it like the equivalent of a golden cross, which is our simple moving averages on the charts, but for miners here. And this buy signal, by the way, has just flashed, okay? But Lark, we always get these buy signals from different indicators. How accurate is this one really? Well, I do agree. There's no such thing as a 100% accurate indicator, but the Bitcoin hash rate has an 84% win rate so far. Not bad. I mean, come on, not bad, right? Imagine walking into a casino, playing roulette. You place your bet on either red or black, but your odds of winning every single time are 8 out of 10. You're going to play that game all day long. Okay, that's the kind of accuracy we're talking about here with the Bitcoin hash ribbon. Okay, Lark, that sounds nice, but the market's dropping right now. Haven't you seen the charts, dude? Looks like we're going to go to zero. Well, the creator of the indicator, of course, has a rebuttal for price turbulence, right? He said, keep calm. Up to 15% drawdown is normal for hash ribbons. If you're losing your head over -2%, you shouldn't even be here. Burn. Burn. Look, I do agree with him. We should calm down. Look at the data instead of going crazy on red days. Sometimes I go to my comment section, people are like, crypto's crashing. I go, look, like Bitcoin's down like 1%, guys. What are you talking about? Speaking of data, let us look at the last 2 times that this signal flashed the buy signal. The last one was in August 2023 when Bitcoin was trading at approximately $29,000. Prior to that, it flashed around January 2023 when Bitcoin is around $21,000. Now, if you had followed these last 2 buy signals, you would have made more than 200 to 300% returns, and you'd be all smiles, even if the market's going sideways between $55,000 and $70,000, because guess what? You bought cheap, man. You're in big profits right now. Going back even further, 2020, post-Bitcoin halving, the market went sideways for months and months and months. Feel familiar? We got a buy signal at a time of very low volatility, and then the price rose from $9,000 to $12,000. Not super dramatic, but basically the price went sideways for months after that initial move. And then we saw this buy signal trigger. By the way, that buy signal happened in July. So that's interesting. The seasonality of markets never ceases to amaze me. The big one, though, worth paying attention to, perhaps more indicative of where we are right now, is late 2020, December. The signal flashed, the price of Bitcoin soared by 250% in just 4 months. Obviously, we hope that's where we are right now. Okay? Not the previous example from earlier 2020 where things just went sideways for months and months on end. So obviously, this brings up the question. Is it time to get a second mortgage? Is it time to sell a kidney? Max out the credit cards, FOMO to Bitcoin? Obviously, this is not financial advice. I cannot tell you to do with your money. But also body advice, don't sell your kidney for Bitcoin, guys, or remortgage your house or any crazy shit like that. Anyway, here's my plan. For long-time viewers, you know the best time to buy 2023, 2022. Okay, obviously, since we cannot go back in time, then the best thing to do is to look for signals like this. But instead of relying on just one indicator, maybe look for some confluences. The hash ribbon is not perfect, right? Look for other indicators. Check if they agree with each other. For example, wait for those bounces from the hit 50 and 100-day exponential moving averages, or maybe wait for a major support level to be retested or a major breakout beyond 72K, or maybe check if the RSI is in oversold territory. Actually, it was recently oversold. Now we got the Bitcoin buy signals. That enough confluence? Time will tell. The bottom line is don't rely on just one indicator or just rely on indicators without trying to take the whole picture in for what's going on in the markets. You know, if Trump comes out and says, well, he's going to make Bitcoin a reserve asset, that's mega bullish and could really pump the markets. Remember, while the Bitcoin hash ribbon is a powerful tool, there are no guarantees when it comes to indicators. High probability of success does not equate guaranteed returns. But the high success rate of this indicator definitely makes it worth paying attention to. So keep that in mind, okay? Use it in conjunction with other things. Take in the whole picture. As always, DYOR. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.